So let's talk about the staple products I use and how do I incorporate them into my hair care actually. If you know me, you know I love doing wash and goes. I love defining my 4C curls and there's nothing wrong with it. We can enjoy cloudy 4C hair, but it's just combed out hair. We can choose to wear it in a beautiful afro puff. We can let it shrink and do what it wants, but we can also define it. And I think we should start normalizing our hair, because why is 4C hair, the label 4C, the only hair type in the natural hair community that is so problematic? Why is it an issue to say, I love defining my 4C curls and it can clump and I love the way it's looking like. I like when I have bundles of curly hair strands, and look, it's nothing different. These are very, very tiny curls. Does this look like type 3 hair to you? No. It looks like micro locks or micro braids, and we should normalize this. So if you want to wear your hair curly, do it, and don't let anybody discourage you and say it's manipulation or you're using too much product. I mean, it's your hair and no stranger should tell you how much product is good or bad, a lot or enough. It's your scalp, it's your hair, it's your density. You know the thickness of your hair strands, and we should stop being on the screen and judging people for using too much product or something else. Because if you have not met that person in reality, touched their hair, you haven't seen how they actually do their hair, how much product they use, you cannot tell them it's manipulation. So these are just my 50 cents of, leave 4C curly heads be. If they want to wear their hair curly, if they want to be on a curl journey, leave them be. And it has nothing to do with texturism. Texturism is something else. My 4C hair, this hair can still be cloudy when I comb it out and when I use products that don't enhance the clumping. But it can never turn in type 2 or 3C or 3A or something else. It can't. This is the curl size. Tiny. So, what is my first step? Every styling I do starts with a hair wash. I start on clean, soaking wet hair, mostly. Sometimes, or very rare, I would start on damp hair or dry hair, but this would only be the case when my hair is stretched out or straightened. I do my hair on freshly washed hair. Why? Because this is the time my hair can soak up the product. The products can better work around the hair strands, and you have to read instructions. If the instructions say start on soaking wet hair, you have to start on soaking wet hair and work your way around. Just read what labels say. So how do I start with hair wash? Actually, I start with a good scalp oil. I just do it myself, massage it into my scalp very, very well so that my skin moves around the night before the hair wash or a couple of hours before the hair wash, just to have this good blood circulation going. And then I start the detangling process. I started detangling my hair before shampoo again. If you watch my old content on YouTube or Instagram, you will see many posts where I say to use aloe vera and that I don't put any oils in the aloe vera gel, but I love to detangle my hair with. I think this is the best way to detangle my hair, and I have started adding glycerin to it to give me an extra moisture boost. And what I started doing now is to prepare the aloe vera gel in advance. So this goodie here, So I would soak it in water to remove the yellow aloe and then peel it around, cut it in small chunks and then blend it. After finishing blending it, I would strain it with a nut milk bag. This has proven to work the best for me. And then I will add glycerin. I freeze it into ice cube trays and then I'm good to go. And because I added glycerin, it doesn't completely freeze. So when I take the chunks out and I break these ice cubes, they will melt right away and I will have the gooey gel and mucilage substance. And it works great. I start in sections. I spray my hair with water, rub the aloe vera gel in, and then I start raking and smoothing it into my hair strand, and then I start the detangling process. And it works fine. If you don't have aloe vera gel on hand, I actually ordered it online because I did not find it in the stores these days. And also last year, I have started also buying a commercial detangling solution, which happened to be the African Pride pre-shampoo. It is made with aloe and coconut water. And it almost has the consistency of aloe vera gel. And it works wonderful. So I do the same. If I don't use fresh aloe vera plant gel mixed with glycerin, I just use this. This is a very fast option. If I would go somewhere, of course I cannot bring my frozen aloe vera ice cubes with me. I would just bring the pre-shampoo with me and detangle my hair. And if I'm lazy or I don't have aloe and I used the aloe vera app, I can use the pre-shampoo. So it's really convenient. Of course, it has more ingredients inside, which is why I also love using natural things that help me detangle my hair, because sometimes you will ask, why do you need all these products to make it work? Of course, all these products, they are formulated to work together in a certain way to give you what you want. But still, I mean, one or two products give me the same then many more products inside. But yeah, it's just a preference thing. Not everyone believes or loves do-it-yourselves, and not everyone wants to commit into do-it-yourself, and it's okay. So we have commercial solutions which work fine. When it comes to detangling and styling, I always have a spray bottle with me. I kind of use half for the detangling and half for the styling. So I save a lot of water when I do certain steps outside the shower. What are my detangling tools besides my fingers? I use detangling brushes. I have a collection of brushes and use it as I want, as I feel like. I've got Denman brushes, I've got Felicia leatherwood brushes, and I've got Tangle Teaser brushes. So it's getting darker and darker here. I have to move fast. When it comes to shampoo, I use different types of shampoos. When you follow me, I haven't talked about the different purposes of shampoos yet. When you look at influencers, you will sometimes be overwhelmed with the types or with the brands they use. They always try to use, or we always try to present you the newest trending shampoos and conditioners out there, but they all have a purpose, and you have to know this to understand what you're buying, because it could happen that you have different brand of shampoos, but maybe they all have the same function actually, and it doesn't make sense to have, for example, 10 moisturizing shampoos at home, but one label says rosemary, one label says rice water, one label says whatever. It doesn't make sense because it always depends on how much buildup you have on your hair strands and how your hair is kind of, feeling like and behaving like. If it's breaking, you have to switch up something. If it feels very mushy and limp and it has no flexibility and its curls are not jumping back, you need to do something. This is why we have different types of shampoos and conditioners, but this will be addressed in a different video. So let's start with clarifying and chelating solutions. I have made a review on Olaplex solely on YouTube. This is what I use, and it says it's a clarifying shampoo, but just like Kinky Curly Come Clean, it also contains chelating ingredients that have the ability to remove lime buildup, for example, or chlorine buildup. So if you are a swimmer, you probably would need to use a clarifying solution more often. Or if you live in a hot water area, like I do here in Germany, because I see the white lime crystals in the water when I heat up the water. I know if I regularly cleanse my hair and use this water on my hair, it will have some sort of buildup, so I need to remove that. This is giving me what I want, but in the past I've always used clay mixed with apple cider vinegar, where the apple cider vinegar functions as natural remover of lime buildup, and I still use my clay mask. This is a solution that I would do once a month, and currently I'm also trying to maybe use it less, maybe once every 3 months or once every 4 months or maybe even twice a year. I just have to figure it out for my hair, because my hair is doing well with the clay mask I'm making, so I really wonder if I need this. Now, I use regular shampoos. I love the idea behind the brand, and it cleanses my hair very, very well. It's sulfate free and is therefore very mild on your scalp and hair. It won't strip your hair. This is what people actually should be using on a regular basis. This is why they're called regular shampoo. It does the job very well, and I rotate between a moisturizing shampoo. I don't switch shampoos when I wash my hair. I just do what works for me, and what I've been doing over the course of several years, and even in my relaxed years, I just used one shampoo, lathered twice, and followed up with a conditioner. So here is the Innocence Hydrating Cream Hair Bath Shampoo. It's a moisturizing shampoo. Moisturizing shampoos already contain lots of oils and butters and humectant-rich and conditioning agents actually. When you are heavy-handed with creamy, rich products, when you're heavy-handed with oils and butters, moisturizing shampoos won't clean your hair well enough. You have to either clarify more often, use a regular shampoo more often to really get this buildup away, because this, and you can also see it, regular shampoos the majority of time tend to be more clear, a clear solution. Now, how do I combine both? I switch every other week. 1 week I use a regular shampoo, 1 week I use a moisturizing shampoo, just to balance things out. And if I, for example, style my hair with more cream-based products, of course I will not use a moisturizing shampoo. I will use a regular shampoo to clean my hair and to be on the safe side. But when I style my hair, as I usually do with water-based products, I would just rotate. If a week I use, oils and butter rich products, then this is what I will use in a row and not a moisturizing shampoo. So what kind of rinse out conditioners do I use? I use the Innocence Hydrating Cream Conditioner. It's a moisturizing conditioner. But I also use the Rawa Classic Conditioner. Often I love to use what works together, what is made to work together. And this is why when I use the Innocence Hydrating Cream Bath Shampoo, I will follow up with their conditioner. What I love about their conditioner is that a little goes a long way, and also it foams up because Innocence products are highly concentrated and you need that water to work things inside your hair. And also a little goes a long way. It's very concentrated and you actually don't need a lot. This year I am deep conditioning my hair. In the past I used deep conditioners for reviews when I did all my online reviews, but this year I really want to be consistent and want to see what kind of difference it makes, because when it comes to doing all these treatment things, I'm really lazy. I just like to be in the shower, shampoo my hair, condition it, and then leave that shower. And I'm also not really a type of person that washes the hair upside down only when I'm in the rush and I don't want to wet my body. But yeah, I want to see what it does long term for me when I do this for 12 months. And let's see how it works. So I use the Flora and Curl Hydrate Me Rose Water and Honey Molasses Moisture Mask, and let me tell you, this is really nice. It foams up on your hair. When your hair is clean and soaking wet, it foams up. I've seen many videos, but I did not realize that it foams up like this. So many use this kind of like a pre-treatment mask. I don't often see videos where people have freshly washed hair when they use this mask. Try it out. Shampoo your hair and then use this and you will be amazed. I also bought their Superfruit Radiance mask and I can't wait to try this out. How do I want to incorporate all these deep conditioners and normal rinse out conditioners? I just rotate. So I want to deep condition my hair twice a month, which is every other week. So what other treatments do I use? I use the Olaplex treatments. I started last summer and wanted to see what my hair does, and I love it, and it's been a staple since. I started with the Olaplex number 0 on freshly dry and clarified hair, because the instructions say apply number 0 to dry hair in small sections. There's still a lot inside actually, but yeah, it hasn't been very convenient to me, or I've been very lazy. So I've been only using Olaplex number 3 because yes, it says to apply on damp towel dried hair, so damp hair, and this has proven to work the best for me. So I planned on using it only once a month, but I think in long term I will only use it maybe once every 3 months or once every 4 months or maybe twice a year. I still want to think about it because it is clearly for damaged hair. It is clearly for people who use a lot of heat styling, and it's also clearly for people who bleach and dye their hair, because these are all chemical treatments. I only henna my hair, so I don't think that I need to use this that often. So right now once a month, but I think in spring or something else I will use it less and less. I just follow up with a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. You can use the shampoo and conditioner from the same brand, of course, but I haven't bought it, and I am fine with the moisturizing shampoo and conditioner I am using. Now, when it comes to my hair routine, you know I am a fan of the maximum hydration method, and I do a modified version. I don't do always avocado baking soda thing. I don't do this. I don't do a million steps. I shampoo my hair, I condition my hair, and follow up with a clay treatment. The main purpose of why I use the clay treatment is, for example, in the past I used to brush detangle my hair with conditioner. My hair won't jump back, it won't clump back, it will kind of stay a cloud, and only parts of my hair strands would clump back. So I would use the clay mask to kind of bring those curls back. Another side effect is also the apple cider vinegar I'm using. I suffer from very hot water and my curls don't like it, so the vinegar actually removes that lime buildup from my hair, and this is why you see my hair is completely stretched out, but it's clumping and coiling into very, very tiny springy clumps of goodness, and this is what I want to see actually. I often see this with shampoos, but when you use conditioner it's almost gone, and then you have to work the styling products in to give it a good clumping again. But what about just leaving the shampoo stage after you rinse the shampoo out like this, work the conditioner with your fingers in, rinse it out, coils are still intact, and when you move on to the styling, what will happen? You will actually use less products. Yep. So the reason I'm also using clay after the conditioning process is to remove the excess of oils and butters. So because the way brands are marketing their products towards type 4 hair, they actually put too much inside their formulations, and we don't actually need all this excess. So the way I'm also using my clay mask is to just remove this layer of excess oil and butter from my hair strand without the need to follow up with a shampoo again. What types of clay powders do I've got at home? I've got Raso clay. It's very easy to buy in Germany in organic food health stores. It's a bit darker than what I'm showing right now, but it's the lightning. And I also use kaolin clay, which is a very, very whitish clay. I also use commercial made clay powders, and I also use commercial clay masks that are already formulated so that I don't need to add anything to it. And this is, for example, made by Trepadora. But often using these types of pre-made clay washes, they usually don't work best on my hair strands because it's not enough, and the way they are usually formulated, I think there's not enough clay inside, I don't know, but it doesn't get me the same results when I just mix the clay with simple ingredients. But I use it on my son's hair, I don't have to use a lot, and it works best. Now, this was the cleansing, the hair wash, the detangling side of my hair care. What about the styling? I love doing wash and goes. I love enhancing my curls, and I love them to stay clamped. I want them to be movable, and I don't really bother with shrinkage. Yeah, you can see I can stretch those curls out. This would be my actual length. It would look beautiful, styled into a twist out or a braid out or straightened, because my hair would show a lot of length, but I don't bother. I will see this length coming down in a shrunken state when my hair is long enough, so I really don't bother, and I think we have to be confident with shrinkage. As you know, cream-based leave-ins don't really work when it comes to styling my hair. So, you hear me? When it comes to wash and goes, I don't use cream-based leave-in creams or styling products. It has to be water-based. This is when my hair is happy. And then I use gels. I like to use botanical gels that are humectant rich, and gels that will hold my hair. Now, what are my staples? Kinky, curly, curling custard. As always, I love it. Works very, very well with innocence. I create hold. It gives a very soft hold, but it's not perfect for humid weather. Right now it's pouring rain. I would not use this combination. If I would be living in water-rich climates, if it rains, if I'm somewhere on a tropical island and you can literally touch the water in the air, I would not use humectant-rich products. I would not use Uncle Funky Daughter as my base because it's very humectant rich. It won't hold your tight hair strand good enough, and maybe it will also feel sticky. So you need to find something that can balance that moisture, because humectants, they draw moisture from the air, and when the air is too rich, too wet, your hair will stay kind of wet and it won't be dry enough, and it will create frizz, and you don't want frizz. Yes, you can top all the products you've used that are humectant rich with an anti-humectant product, but it doesn't make sense. Why not using an anti-humectant product in the first place? Or why don't you just leave humectant rich products out or use less and then top it off with an anti-humectant product? It will make more sense and it will hold your curls more. I've tried out so many products and formulations, and I have an idea what my hair likes with rainy weather conditions, with humid weather conditions, and very dry weather conditions. But yeah, I'm not a hairstylist, I'm not a cosmetic chemist. I can only talk from experience what my hair is doing with product combinations. So bear this in mind. So what has become a very, very staple for these rainy, cold or hot days filled with humidity in the air? I use EcoSlay's Jello Shot. It, of course, is made with humectant rich products. It contains aloe vera juice, but the way it works on my hair is different from Kinky Curly Curling Custard and, for example, Uncle Funky Daughter. My hair strands, they are holding up and they feel dry, which I love about my hair. And look, it's giving me a hard gel cast. It depends on what I use on top of it. I have paired it up with various combinations, for example with a Flora and Curl defining gel. It gives a soft gel cast when I used this as the base, but still it's not what I want when it rains. So what has proven to be working best for me? For example, this combination, it leaves a hard gel cast. This combination too leaves a hard gel cast. And I even used it with Trepadora products, and it still gives me a hard gel cast, which works perfectly fine in this humid weather condition. But one thing I hate is the cast is too strong. Kind of feels, very, very hard, which I don't want. So how did I solve this problem? I just used a leave-in, which is the SIM So Much Moisture Hydrating Lotion. This is what I've got in my hair right now. I love the way my hair is feeling. I love what my hair is doing. It's holding up. I washed my hair on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. And I don't count the day I wash my hair. So for me, it's day 2 here. For others, it would be day 3 here. But my hair is holding up and I love it. So maybe you wonder, why don't I just glaze a humectant-rich gel on top? Maybe a bit of kinky curly curling custard or a bit of Uncle Funky Daughter. I don't do this because the Jello shot is giving me enough hold. I don't need more hold on my hair. So what's inside? It contains water as the first ingredient. It contains glycerin. It contains aloe vera juice. It contains royal jelly. But it doesn't contain any holding ingredients from what I am reading now. So it's not a gel and it won't hold my hair strands, but it will give me what I want. A soft gel cast. I know for many of you it won't be exciting to see my hair, but I mean, this is my journey and I just want to show you over a consistent period of time how my hair is growing out, how my curls are actually looking like, and if my curls are clumping further to the stage where I only need very less amount of products. So you can join me on this hair journey to see this hair one day reach my shoulders, which will take years, I'm pretty sure, because I am blessed with high shrinkage, 80%. And when you want to see this hair shrunken into wash and goes, to reach my shoulders, it will be probably somewhere waist length. So this will take a lot of time, but over time what you will see more volume in my hair, because now my hair grows into layers, right? And I even out the nape area. It kind of has less volume in the back, kind of. It depends on the way you style it. So it will take some time for bangs that are slick back to travel down here, for this stage to travel down here, for this stage of hair to travel down here. Right now only this stage of hair is on my shoulders, so it will take time to be there, but I'm patient. I haven't talked about what other styling products I use when I, for example, do braid and twist outs, but it's basically just different kind of mousse or foams. Giovanni, Voodoo, Flora and Curl, Kinky Curly, Armica, the only buttery rich styling products I use for braid and twist out when I don't use foam is, for example, Camel Rose Almond Chai twisting butter. But this is something I can address when I do a twist out or braid out video. Hair products work best when you use them long term. So when you find the brands you love, the brands you kind of can resonate with, and you find the ingredients are fine, use it over a long period of time. So this is just my opinion, just what works for you. This is what is working for me. See you in the next video.